Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Hi everyone and welcome to today's lesson. And today we will see the passive voice. What is the difference between passive and active voice? And how to make the passive voice. So let's get started. What is active voice? Look at this example. Shakespeare wrote the play. Shakespeare is the subject, the doer of the action writing. Then we have the verb to write, conjugated in simple past. So we have wrote. Next we have the object. Shakespeare wrote what? The play. So the play is the object. If we can't answer this question, it means there is no object. If there is no object, there is no passive voice. Next, the action verb writing, as you can see, is moving from left to right. It's coming from Shakespeare and moving towards the object, the play. So we can say that Shakespeare is the subject and the doer of the action writing. So what is active voice? Active voice is when the subject performs and does the action. Now, what is passive voice? Let's take a look at the same sentence, but this time in passive voice. The play was written by Shakespeare. The play is the object, but it has moved into the subject position, so it has become the new subject. The verb did not change its position, but the form did change. We can see the verb to be plus past participle. The original subject also moved into the object position at the end of the sentence. Now, the action verb writing, as you can see, is moving from right to left. So the new subject, the play, receives the action writing instead of doing the action. So the play becomes the subject but still receives the action writing. So what is passive voice? Passive voice is when the object becomes the subject and still receives the action. Now we know the difference between active and passive voice. Next question, how do we make the passive voice? What are the steps to make the passive voice? We will work on the same example. We will change the example Shakespeare wrote the play from active voice into passive voice. To do this, there are 4 steps to follow. Step number 1, put object in the place of subject. Here we go. Object becomes subject. We will call it the new subject. Step number 2, put to be in the tense of the verb in active voice. Tense of the verb in active voice, wrote, is in simple past. So we conjugate to be in simple past. I, he, she, it, was, you, they, we, were. And since the play is the subject, and since the play can be replaced by the pronoun it, so we say the play was. Step number 3, add past participle of the main verb. Past participle, 2 types, regular and irregular. Regular, we have verb plus ed. Examples, play, played, listen, listened, want, wanted. Irregular, the verb changes. Examples, write becomes written, fly becomes flown, meet becomes met. So we have to decide whether the verb is regular or irregular before we make past participle. For the irregular, we have to learn them by heart. For the regular, just verb plus ed. Past participle of write, as we have seen, is written. Step number 4, add by plus subject at the end of the sentence. So we have by Shakespeare. The play was written by Shakespeare. This is now passive voice.